Desierto, sol y mucha proyección son las notas de mi ciudad, Mexicali, Baja California, México. MANNY'S Fragrances presenta el esprayazo.
Hey, ¿cómo están? Sean bienvenidos a mi canal, su canal MANNY'S Fragrances, nuevamente en otro programa más, y el día de hoy en una hora que usualmente no estoy en vivo, en un día que usualmente tampoco estoy en vivo, pero el día de hoy es un día muy especial porque nuevamente tengo la oportunidad de traer conmigo aquí al canal a mis amigos Dan y Clemence. Nuevamente esto lo hicimos hace como, ¿qué fue? Noviembre, por ahí, y tuvimos una charla. Obviamente esta charla será pues en inglés porque pues por respeto a ellos, ¿no? Trataré de traducir un poco lo que sus preguntas. Por aquí en el chat estaremos tomando preguntas. Traemos un tema random, no traemos nada establecido, traemos algo así como que una plática más informal para estar preguntando diferentes cosas. Queremos hablar de todo un poco. Y por un par de horas, yo sé que para ellos su hora son las 10:30 de la noche, es entre semana y pues podría ser un poquito complicado, ¿no? Para mí es temprano, me tuve que salir del trabajo para hacer esto, pero con gusto lo hago y pues nuevamente los voy a tener aquí para hacerles preguntas diversas y a ver de cómo nos toca, ¿no? Pero como siempre, déjenme recibirlos pues darles una bienvenida diferente, porque a todos los invitados que tenemos aquí siempre hacemos lo mismo, ¿no? Tratamos de recibirlos con un poquito más. Este intro ya lo habíamos utilizado, pero creo que es el que estaremos usando cada vez que estén Dan y Clemence por aquí. Así que vámonos.
Today is a special day. It's time to have a conversation. We welcome Clemence and Dan.
Así que como se merece, vamos a recibir a Clemence. Vamos a adicionarle aquí al stream. Hey Clem, how are you? Where's Dan? I don't see Dan on backstage. He's not here. He's having a sandwich like
having
every
a beef sandwich. I was going to say, like he's always late everywhere.
like every time.
I wouldn't probably be worrying about him. He's probably eating something or
Oh
having
no,
a beer, and then he's gonna come
he's
up.
here. He's here. I just see
he's
him.
here.
He's on the background. We're talking about you.
Hello.
Hey, how are you guys?
Great.
Nice to have you here again on my channel on an unusual hour for me, but I don't mind. I was telling the guys that I got out of work, but the good thing is that I'm a boss, so I can do whatever. So I left things already arranged, so that way I don't have any issues at all. So
it's nice to be here, Manny. Thanks for inviting us.
Thank you for being here. I know it's kind of late for you over there in England, so it's what 10:30 p.m.
Yeah, 10:30. But I think Dan is used to it, isn't it?
I'm always up late, I'm afraid. Yep. So it's no problem for me. Yeah, it's great to be here, Manny. Really, really nice, and we've really enjoyed seeing you on my streams. So it's good to have it the other way around.
I'll be in your streams every time I can. I really enjoy being there, and I really always rushing to get into my house to connect. So I will do it every time I can. I really enjoy that, and I think mixing both communities, English spoken and Spanish speaking communities are great. So yeah, like I was telling the guys, we don't have any particular subject, but we'll speak randomly as always.
I think we're fine together, aren't we?
There's usually things that we can talk about. First of all, where's Cuddles? I haven't seen. Did I miss something? The last couple of streams, or what happened? I mean, if that's a subject we can talk about.
No, it's not a touchy subject. I can't. I've had to ban him. He goes too far, and too many people are upset by him. So I've had to. Well, at least for the time being, I've had to give him a little break from the show. So
oh my God, it's like a divorce between you and him.
There's honestly no massive hard feelings between me and him, but I've just had so much. I mean, he has said a few things that were a little bit over the top, and I've had a lot of complaints, and I do want to kind of keep my audience happy. So yeah, I really tried hard, but at the moment, I've had to put him on the naughty step.
Is that something, or that's the reason why Greta is no longer appearing on the show? Because I haven't seen her yet.
She was on not too long ago. She's very busy a lot of the time. So as far as I know, she has still been back. Since she last spoke with Cuddles on the show. But yeah, it's people like her that I think if you've got a guest that is a bit rude to other people, then it's going to stop you getting other guests, and you have to be scared then after. Yeah, if you get to the point where you other people won't come on the show because they won't come on if that guy's on, then I'm afraid I got to kind of be sensible. So it's a shame, but yeah, no, I hope Greta Beth will definitely. She's been on recently, and we're just trying to kick. I do like a bit of drama on the shows, but when it gets to the point where someone maybe is just kind of too toxic, then it's kind of a limit. If it's going to damage your live stream, you have to be sensible.
Yeah, and I usually read all the comments, because here people is not in your show. I see that in your show, a lot of people put super chats on. Here, I don't know. They're kind of. Can I use that word? They're very cheap? No, it's not.
Oh, no.
I mean, no. They're. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they don't want to pay to ask. So I usually put every comment, and there's once in a while there's super chat. So I whatever super chat there is, I will put them on. But
I think just make it clear that it's a nice support for you as well. So support for your channel.
Yeah, so let's try to read comments here. Alexis Morales, saludos, hi to me and the guests. Fernando Soto, which I seen him in your shows too, Fernando.
Yeah.
So I guess he's bilingual too. Thanks, Fernando.
Hello to him, and hola to all the audience.
Roy Mendecuti, Eliseo, hi. He has Versace Eros. He's wearing Versace Eros, which is I think it's a nice fragrance, nice party fragrance. Have that changed? Do you have any of the Eros Flame or any of those, Dan, Clem? Any of the
nice for me.
The Versace Eros, the Eros line of Versace. You see, there's the Eros, Eros Parfum, and then the Eros Eau de Toilette, and then Eros Flame. Those are the ones that came out.
I think like I've tried them. They're nice, but that's not my stuff, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm afraid I'm the same, Manny. Yeah, I've never liked Eros really. I'd kind of, in a way, I like the bottle design. I think that's the best thing. It's kind of spectacular bottle, but I guess it's aimed at a younger generation than me for clubbing and stuff. I mean, it does smell decent, but yeah, it just it's nice, but it's a bit like it's in the same category for me with something like 1 Million Paco Rabanne. It's just not
not your cup of tea.
Yeah.
And before I go on, what are you wearing? What are you guys wearing today?
Who's starting?
Ladies first.
So I had a busy day actually. I was filming all day with my friend today, so I wanted to wear like something super light, basically. So I wore this. This is like a beautiful packaging. It's YSL Baby Doll. It's actually a discontinued one, and it's kind of vintage. It was the perfume of my mom, and it's one of the only fragrance that I know for women that's got a lot of pineapple like this. So it's like a pineapple juice, very fresh, and it's kind of feminine but not too much. So I really, really love it when I need something that is not going to be overpowering when I'm working a lot. So that was the one.
Okay, great. And what about you then?
Well, it's actually a clone. It's a clone of Jazz by YSL.
Oh.
And Dua Fragrances have done a version of this called The Blues. Okay, and they've also done a clone of Live Jazz, which was the flanker, which is called Live Blues, and it's very good. Jazz by YSL is now discontinued, so I think you can still maybe find them online a little bit, but it's going to get harder and harder. So it's a really, really good copy of it. Very, very strong. I mean, the Dua ones really perform very well. I've found they really do. They're very, very strong, and they have captured 90-something% of this. It's kind of an old school classic from YSL in the 80s. Nice. So I must say my favorite thing that Dua do, because they release a hell of a lot of stuff, is when they do these resurrections of things that have gone. Some of them are really, really good, and some of them are just okay. But when they get it right, they really are quite nice. And yeah, I must admit they do tend to get projection and perform. They get you noticed a little bit. So yeah, I'll hopefully do a video on that. Probably my next one will be on these two new ones. So yeah. Okay.
And I'm wearing Hugo Boss bottled oud saffron. My relationship with oud is a very nice one. I really love oud, and I'm always looking for new oud fragrances. This one I got a couple of months ago. I believe back in November or something. Somebody from my team, Omar Chapa, sold me this one. And I really like this combination. It has, according to Fragrantica, it has some 4 notes, which is rose, saffron, ladanum, and oud. So there's a lot of fragrances around the same ballpark with the smell. I think there's several that smell similar to this, but this one. It's Eau de Parfum. It projects well. It lasts very, very for a couple of hours. And I love this oud. There's for Hugo Boss bottle. There's the oud, the plain oud saffron, and oud aromatic, which is the other one, the one that completes the trio. But what do you get from oud? I mean, what is that something that you guys like? I mean. Is that something
I personally love my oud, but I just love it when it's nicely balanced and it's not too animalic. When it's really animalic vibe, when I can really smell this really strong, dark smell too much, then I can't. Because let's face it, it's not really wearable every day. So I do like my oud to be like a backbone for the fragrance, a nice support for it, and give a bit of darkness. But if If it's too much, I'm like, okay, not my stuff. But I do have a lot of ouds. I enjoy it, but it needs to be nicely blended. That's just my point, you know.
Okay. And nicely blended is with what? I
like,
mean,
okay,
example, but yeah, but with rose or what? What do you think is the good balance for?
Rose oud is always nice, but I'm kind of bored of it because I've seen so many rose oud, I have to say. At the moment, I like when somebody like mix with gourmand notes like vanilla-like or benzoin, a bit incensey with the oud. I think it's really lovely to blend that with that. And I actually tried some exotic fruits with oud, and it's actually really nicely matching. Like, for example, passion fruit and everything. I've got a few ouds like this, and it's really lovely. So rose oud, I've seen that a lot, so I'm a bit like, oh, there's too many. But yeah, like something like a bit different with fruity notes or more like a gourmand vibe, I really enjoy it.
Okay, great. I'm looking at I'm laughing because I'm looking at I'll go with you then. I'm looking at super chat here, which is my sister. Oh. She says, okay, cry baby, here you go. I'm not crying about super chats. So yeah, hi to my sister. Hi to my
Hello,
sister.
Angie.
Hi to my sister.
Dan, I've got a question that is absolutely out of the subject. Dan,
go on, then.
Did you go to adjust your tan?
Yeah. Yes. It's a little bit.
You've got a nice tan going on.
It's a little bit over the top. I'm sorry. Yeah. It was.
You've been to Ibiza. It's nice.
No, I don't know. Thank you. I'll take that. Thank you. It's a little bit orange today. It was a fake tan on the face, but yeah. I think by tomorrow it will be okay when I have another shower. But yeah.
I think it's nice. You look like a holiday-like. It's nice.
I think on camera it looks all right, but if you actually see me in person, it's a little bit. I don't know, but yeah. I'm always trying to do this, and anything I can do to try and improve myself artificially. Fragrances.
Look at me. I've the color of my shirt.
No, but you look naturally much better, so you don't have to do this kind of stuff. By the way, again, Clemence always with a great outfit, so looking good again.
That's what I was. Yeah, what that was going to say. A little bit more.
My friend is a makeup artist, and we were filming some video today, so I've been a bit crazy with the makeup today. I'm pretty proud.
Yeah, that's what we're going to ask you. What do you have on your eyelashes there, or what is that?
So it's basically little gems, but we wanted to copy. I wanted to copy a bit. Like there's a TV show where they do crazy stuff like that. So we were doing some video on her channel. She's got a makeup channel, so that's why we went a bit over the top. But yeah.
Okay. Nice. It doesn't hurt or anything, right? I mean, that's nothing that affects your vision or something. I mean, when not your vision, but right now when you're blinking, I mean, doesn't stick to your it doesn't.
No, it's fine.
Okay. I was just and then so you tint yourself then you paint yourself with that or what is that?
I go.
You paint yourself.
You paint yourself.
There's two ways you can do it. Obviously, you can. Well, no, there's three ways, isn't there? You can get some real sun, but we don't get any of that here at the moment. So the other two ways is you can go for a sunbed, and I do that sometimes because it gives you a bit of vitamin D. And then sometimes I do try, especially on the face, I try something out of a bottle. There you go. It's just, I tell you, to be honest, Manny, when you got, my skin's getting a little bit old and wrinkly, and I got plenty of old pock marks from acne when I was a kid. So anything I can do to cover it, or anything I can do to cover it up, I'll do it. So yeah.
What about the tan beds or bed tans or what do you call them?
I do that. I do a bit of that too, and I know people nowadays say that's really bad for you, but at the end of the day, I think it does give you a little bit of vitamin D, and so when you have dark weather all year for half the year, it does give you sometimes a slight psychological lift that you need a little bit of that
I think
stuff.
As long as you don't overdo it, it's fine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's. I think a lot of ladies would say, avoid it because it's bad for your skin. But hey, I mean, I'm sure for you, Manny, you have skin that is naturally very resilient to the sun because of where you are in the world.
Well,
right?
yeah. Well, no, you know what? I'm too white. I need to get some sun. I usually go out, or used to go out to do road biking. road bike, and I haven't for a while because first of the pandemic, and then but I need to get some sun. I mean, my legs are too wide, and I don't know. I need to get some. I look sometimes like I need some. I mean, I do get sun, and mainly in summer, because winter or not, you get burned because of we get like 50 Celsius degrees, which turns like 120 Fahrenheit, 125 Fahrenheit if you go Fahrenheit.
That's crazy, yeah.
So it's the months of from June to the channel. Okay. I was looking at your message here.
Sorry, I sent you a private message. I wrote it on the chat. Sorry.
Oh, okay. That's it. What is that? What is that?
I was.
The channel of your friend.
Okay.
Okay.
To you. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Put it in the comments so people know, so they can go visit her channel. So your relationship with Oud, Dan. We were talking about Oud. What is your relationship with Oud? Do you like it? Do you don't like it? Or
yeah. I certainly wouldn't say I don't like it. So I'm a bit like Clemence. It's not my main thing. That I'm not like heavily into the really strong in-your-face oud fragrances. So yeah, I think when I've got a few fragrances. I think it can do something really magical in a fragrance. I don't really understand how, but a little bit of it in there can add some magic. So I'm a bit of a novice on oud. I do have some really strong ones as well from Bortnikov, and I really find it. I've got to be honest, I don't really wear them much, but I find it intriguing the way they smell. But they're so funky and potent and you know, strange.
Yeah.
I'm still getting to know it. So at the moment, I'm more like Clemence. I like a sort of a more regular perfume. If it has a little bit in there, it can be great. I think I need to learn more about oud. I'm a bit behind in the oud thing.
Okay.
How about you, Manny?
I do love it, and I started. I mean, my relationship with oud started with Ferrari Essence Oud. I bought that. It was a cheap one, and I bought it when I was like starting with my videos, and I did a video, or I did like a fragrance haul, and at very first it was potent because that Ferrari is also mixed with I think with rose and some saffron. I think it's kind of the same smell of this, but it's potent. It's potent, and I started liking it, and then I started to see what is this note. I didn't know or haven't heard about oud in my life. So when I started to do some research and fragrances that had oud, I started to buy some. I mean cheap ones, but started to buy some fragrances with oud, and then I started realizing that, like you said, Clement, the mix with the notes turned them to be different in smell. I mean, some are light, some are more digestible, if you can say that word, and sometimes are very hard or very animalic, which is not very usual by younger person. I mean, younger person will have a difficult time wearing oud. That's my what I think of. I think people with, I don't know, in their 20s right now, I don't think they're. I mean, you see animalic oud, I think it would be kind of difficult for them.
Yeah.
So
it's a bit more mature when you wear something like that. It depends again how the fragrance is blended, but when you go quite for a bold one, it's hard to wear for a younger audience, definitely.
Oh yeah. Edgar Franco says, Manny, you have a good eye. Clemence, you're great. Do you know about a lot of perfumes, and you're very funny. Saludos from Colombia.
Aww.
And then Roy Mendecuti, they're getting personal. Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Clemence.
I don't.
Clemence does not have a boyfriend because the other day you told me you go out with with a group of friends, right? You have your group of friends, and then you go to bars and parties together. So you told me that you cannot, because I mean, if you choose one of the guys in your group, I mean the other ones will be kind of jealous, right? You cannot be with your.
Well, I don't know. It's just like I don't know. Well, I only see those group when I come back to France anyway, so it's not that often. But when I'm there, I really, we like mates, like, so there's nothing really going on, just there to have fun. And I don't know. I mean, for the boyfriend thing, I just don't have the time.
But do you picture yourself a guy going into your house and with roses and with a little?
Ew. First of all, the first guy that is offer me red roses, I'm like not happy at all. I hate red roses. I think it's so out of fashion.
with a bear. What do you call this? This bear?
Oh
no! Chocolate roses and a bear.
It's not that I'm not romantic. It's just these things for me. It's absolutely not. If you do that, like, get out. No. I don't like this. I just want to go dinner. Take me dinner. Give me good food and good wine, but don't give me these things, please. No.
did you used to do that, Dan, in the past when you were trying to conquer a lady or trying to? What did you do in when you were in your 20s, 30s? What did you do?
Why do you think it's all in the past? I could still be active.
I don't know, because. In the past, let me tell you. In the past, I remember when I was a little kid, that you go to a lady and say, "Do you want to be my girlfriend?" You ask her if you wanted to be your girlfriend, which is not. I don't think that sentence is used any longer. I mean, you don't ask if a girl goes out with you a couple of times, you assume that there's something going on.
Yeah,
it sort of tends to happen gradually. Yeah, it normally becomes apparent gradually. I don't think I've ever said, "Hey, will you be my girlfriend?"
Oh.
But by the way, I've got to be honest. Nobody in the chat ever asks. No women ever ask if I've got a girlfriend in the chat. It's very disappointing.
I'm sure somebody said like something about that, Dan.
No, they don't. They don't, guys.
Well, it's hard, like, for men to get those kind of comments, I guess. Like, because for women to be like, "Dan, do you have a girlfriend?" You know?
It's okay. One day it will happen. One day. No, but I was not very romantic, and that's why I probably haven't had any successful relationships, Manny. So I was never romantic enough, and that's the problem. You don't
have to, Dan. You don't have to.
Okay.
Don't worry.
I think I could have been a little bit better at being more spontaneous with my shows of affection. Actually, I think that was definitely a weakness for me. Yeah.
It's okay, then you're like you are, and it's fine.
Yeah. Well,
but nowadays it's different. I mean, I think it's different. I think it's not. Romanticism has declined a bit. I think it's not like in the past. Like I mean. Clemence just said it. I mean, if you get good roses and a box of chocolates, I mean, that's very ridiculous.
Yeah, but look. I have to say, I'm a bit on Dan's side. I'm not really a romantic girl. Like, I've never been really attracted, first of all, to have, like, it's not a thing in my life to have a boyfriend, and I'm quite cold actually at the start, especially. So for me, those kind of stuff are always been like really repulsive. Like, it's I'm pretty special, Manny.
She's my kind of girl, Manny. This is the kind of person I wish I'd met when I was younger. Where was she when I was? If only we were the same age.
Dan, where were you as well?
Yeah, I know.
and she likes guys that look like Putin and what do you like? You said
guys,
bad guys.
I like I like a man when it's like, well, obviously charismatic, confident, but when it, I like men that they don't show too much feelings. Otherwise, I'm like, too much. So I just I'm like that. So I can't be with someone that is overly expressive in those things. It's not for me at all. Do you know, like what you said before, that Dan, you never had someone that tells you, or you never said to anyone, "Do you want to be my girlfriend?" So I remember one day I was at dinner I was dating a guy, and it was like actually like just a few years ago, so not far away ago. And in the middle of the restaurant, he made a whole fuss, and he was like, I need to ask you something. And I was like, oh, please don't ask me to marry you, please, no. And he suddenly said, he took my hands in public, and all of the women that was to the next table were like, oh my God. And then do you want to be my girlfriend? I was like, oh my God, I want to die. I looked at him, I was like, no. And then everyone was like, in the restaurant. And I was just like, no, I can't do this.
You're like the ones that gets on TikToks and that said, you get on the Jumbotron on the stadium and said the camera just focusing on you and said, you're on your knees and telling, said, no, I don't want to marry you.
No, it's horrible though. I'm like, why would you do that? Like, it's pressure.
He shouldn't really have put you in that position, especially if other people could hear, you know?
Yeah,
no.
It's very, very overrated, I guess, romanticism.
Did you miss a super chat, Manny? I saw one from the Mexico Seguros guy. There was $100 one. Star Seguros.
Oh yeah, that's my buddy. Okay, yeah, my buddy. Is has the same name as me. Team Manny, welcome, Clemence and Dan. Thank you. My team, part of my team. Yeah, thanks a lot. And then I was trying to get on the questions here because we have a lot of them. He says, Clement, you have a boyfriend. Hi, Clemence and Dan. Fernando.
Hello, Fernando. Hello to my friend Sean as well in the chat. Hello.
Edgar, Clemence, my little darling. Nice to see you guys. Okay, romanticism.
Okay.
Sean McSweeney.
That's my friend Sean.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
What is your favorite perfume, Dan? Or fragrance,
number one
I guess.
For me is my number one of all time is still Creed Bois de Portugal. Love it.
Okay.
Nice.
Superb. Yes.
Okay, Clemence, Dan, welcome to the Cave of the Wolves. The Cave
What
of the
is
Wolves.
that about?
Why is that? I mean, is that? Girl, she's an unwanted hero. Cannot wait. An unwanted hero. Well, Dan, what perfume recommendation, suggestion? What perfume do you recommend?
Wow, I mean, it's a bit of it's a wide-ranging question. Right now, one of the things I just picked up that's a new one, but you might not be able to get it yet, is Drakkar Intense, which is quite fun from Guy Laroche. So it's a flanker to Drakkar Noir, and it's very nice. It does have the typical fougere thing, but it's a little bit more warm than the original Drakkar, a little bit more deep and rich and less green and piney. So that's a new one that I quite like.
That's nice.
And I'll tell you one thing, if you like old school fragrances that I just picked up, which is a great cheapie you should be able to get anywhere, is Cerruti 1881, which I have found I really, really like, and it's very, very cheap.
I saw that you did your video. I have that one. I have you know what? I have a recent video of Cerruti fragrances, which Cerruti just died a couple of weeks ago. Nino Cerruti, by the way.
No way.
Yeah. Did you heard? He died. He passed away. He passed away. What about 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
Oh my God,
I mentioned that on one of my he left us, and I do have a video of my Cerruti fragrances that I have, and you know what? It doesn't have a lot of views. I think people doesn't know or doesn't value that much fragrances from Cerruti.
They are
I don't
very
know why.
underrated. I think
very underrated.
1881 is just a stunner. It's a classic.
Yeah, and I don't know
you
why.
like it too, Clemence, yeah?
Yeah, I love that. I really love that.
Good.
It's one of the classic. I have to say, for the women, I didn't really try, but for the men, I think you have to know this one. It's good. It's a classic.
I'm really happy I picked it up. I don't know why it took me this long to get around to it, but I think it's one that you just see. It's always down on the bottom shelf, and it's cheap, and you think, oh, maybe it's just not that good.
Yeah, and that 1881 has a nice design on the bottle too.
Very nice, classy. Yeah, it really looks good.
Yeah. This Sean says Eros is nice, supposed to be for young people, but it worked for me. I'm 51.
Yes. Sorry, no offense, Sean. Yeah.
Okay, I have 1 million Privé in my collection. Nice shape of, what was that for? Mus Ravageur on right arm and Heavy Rouge on left arm.
Oh, Mus Ravageur, so good. Love it.
Habit Rouge, which I spoke. I'm just looking at Habit Rouge right here in front of me. Greens, Clemence, Mr.Smelly, and Manny. Greens from Costa Rica. Versace Eros Flame have a smell like sweat. Yeah, that's. I told that on one of my videos. Yeah, it has the very first blast when you get Versace Eros. It smells like sweat from a construction worker. Not offense. No offense, but yeah, it smells like. Yeah, something like that.
Is that a specific sweat smell that you get from a construction worker?
I guess it doesn't smell the same when you are working out.
I see what you mean. Yeah. Oh man, that's not good. So, Manny, I wanted to ask you then, how's your channel been going and the lives? And are you still doing quite a few lives? Because it's really hard for me to follow as much as I'd like to, because obviously I don't understand your language. So, how's it going?
I stopped doing just when the year started. I started I left a week to pass by. I just wanted to take some days off. So I started I resumed my live show on about a month ago on January 8th or 11th, something like that. And then I have started. You know what? I'm trying to find another day. I usually do it on Wednesdays and Saturdays. But now that we are getting out of the COVID situation and we can be in more places, I said, well, Saturdays they're kind of compromised. They kind of compromise my social life. So I started to say, well, why don't I do it on Sundays? And why don't I do it on Fridays? So I started doing it one on Friday, one on Sunday. Last week I just did one on Friday. So I'm trying to find my way to and then combine that with recorded videos, which is they're usually work pretty well, because a live video or a live show, a live stream, you get 2 or 3 hours, and there's kind of difficult for people to sit down and watch a video of 3 hours long.
I don't think they're ever going to be the hugest view getting thing, the live shows, but I think if you find the right time and it starts to be known that you're on every week at this time or that time, it can build up to be quite good. But it's not going to be your viral video. But I think they're worth doing. But I really enjoy doing them now. But it does take quite a lot of energy, because you're on. I'm doing 3 a week now, and it's like
you're doing a lot. So
and unless you have eye-catching subject to talk about, that's when I've seen the live you did for this girl, the one that got demonetized, Demi Rawlings. That one, there was a lot of people watching live, and then I think there was a lot of people on the rerun.
That got better than average views. We actually got the best views ever actually at one time for the one I just did on Saturday, but I think that might have been because I did this. We did an unboxing of Drakkar, which is maybe not many people had seen it, so I don't know if that was it. But one thing that I found is I think you can get more people to watch if you don't just say live show. If you think of something to say, Demi Rawling, or exclusive Drakkar Noir, or you don't. I think if you pitch it a little bit differently, it can help. So I'm still experimenting.
That's interesting.
Miguel Angel Provost, many greetings to all. How beautiful to have this live. A huge hug from Santiago, Chile. Scent of the Day, Chopper Black, Incense, Malaki. I don't know that one. Alfredo Rivera's hi to many guests. Just a few moments because I have to work. Fragrances doesn't buy by themselves. I need to pray for fragrances, so he's at work. Super chat for my sister. Many guests are gala are wearing gala. Next time, I just got out of work. I usually am on my work, and my work is kind of casual. So I look, and you know what? Here is not very common wearing a suit. So that's why You don't see me
By the
usually.
way,
Manny,
Dan,
you look.
this color suit really suits you. I don't see you often with a light suit, actually.
Thank you. Well, you don't see enough of them. There aren't enough. I appreciate it, Clemence. The light
Yeah,
blue
I
is
like
good.
it. I like the colors. It's nice.
Thanks.
And then I
Thanks.
played the intro, and the guy that did the intro, one of the guys from my team, you stopped wearing the colorful.
I might go back to that. Here's what happened with that.
Oh,
I think I went through a funny phase. I'm not sure what was going on in my head, but I enjoyed it. I think I might go back to that, but I'm not sure. I think
was this just a phase of yours? You were like overly excited for some reason during a few weeks.
I think so. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I think I got a little bit. No, I'm not saying I won't go back to it, but I do enjoy sort of dressing up, and this is why I sort of put on the suit and stuff, just because I mean I don't go out that often or anything. You know, I don't dress like this to go to the shops or whatever. But it's just an opportunity. You know, you don't know if I'm wearing my pajama bottoms, but you only have to make this much of you look good, and it's like, well, it's quite easy to at least sort of make yourself. People remember, oh, that's the guy who dresses smart or whatever. So it's just an easy thing you can visually do. And, you know, I'm surprised sometimes when I see people do live streams. I mean, you look great, Manny, because that's how people know you, that the clothes you're wearing are fine. But you've got the big live thing behind you, and that's really good. But you see sort of people sitting on their bed in a vest and stuff, you know, and you think, well, come on. I mean, okay, if they've never been on a live before, but you see people who do it quite regularly, and you think, come on, why not make some effort? So I quite enjoy dressing up, but I thought, you know, maybe some people aren't going to get this. They're just going to think this guy's a weirdo. Or again, I'm afraid probably I'm thinking maybe some guests, if I say, do you want to come on my live stream, to maybe someone who's got a channel the same size or a bit bigger than me, and they don't know me, and they're going to see it, and I'm afraid they'll probably think, no thanks. So I'm afraid if I look like this, they might say yes. So that's the honest truth of it. It's just, but I still do want to dress like that sometimes. So we'll see.
It kind of goes with your background as well. Like, you know, you've got this a bit fancy vintage background. So if you were not wearing that would be a bit of a, you know, a clash. So I think that's nice. You know, you just keep in the theme.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, that's what. But I may come back to the daft outfits sometimes. But yeah, this probably works better for me now in the long run. But yeah, you never know. It's. I mean, you definitely learn. You live and learn with the live streams, because there's lots of things that you find out work and don't work. So I'm working hard at it, and we'll see what happens in the future. But yeah, I tell you what, the most important thing really is the guests. So people like you mean the world to me, because, you know, without the good guests, you're in big trouble. So that's the hardest thing.
That's nice to hear.
That's very true, though. Yeah.
Clemence,
that's the hardest thing. Yeah.
Where are you from? You already told, but I guess there are some people that doesn't know where actually your life story. So why don't you tell us a bit?
I was born in Paris, but I was living in Brittany, west coast of France, so by the sea and everything. So yeah, I'm Bretonne, voilà. That's it.
Born in France and Paris. Born in Paris?
Yeah, I was born in Paris. All my family is over there, and then we moved with my parents over to Brittany. So west coast by the sea. It's very quiet, very calm, but it's beautiful. But it's nice for holiday, I'd say. I prefer to be in London for now.
Okay, you're just going to holiday. Clemence, thank you. Okay, you're on the channel, your friend's channel. You put it right there. Okay, Rinzan. Okay.
Zan.
Rinzan. Mine is it's a heavy goody note and certainly mature. Okay. Clement, sorry for my autocorrect. Okay, he put Clement. The trio bandido. The trio bandido of the French community. They already gave us a nickname here. The trio bandido of the French community.
It looks like a Western.
Yeah, it's cheers, Manny. This what is this? These assumptions. Clemence, your favorite man fragrance of all time.
Floris, Honeywood.
Floris, Honeywood.
It's It's basically a oud fragrance that doesn't really smell like oud. It's like in the background, really. It's very classy. Florists are doing fragrances like a lot of my favorite for men are in florist collection. I love the fact that they're a bit vintage sometimes. It's a very classic masculine fragrance. And honey oud is a little bit more gourmand as well. There's some honey, obviously, but it's not thick, it's not overwhelming. It's nothing too sweet. It's done in a very classic gentleman way, and that's what I love. I love this gentleman classic vibe on a man. I think it's really, really sexy and really, I don't know, I love it on a man. Very elegant. So yeah, definitely honey oud.
Can you type the name on the comments just to
yeah?
Okay. While I read.
It's honey oud, Manny.
Honey oud.
Honey oud.
Yes. Florist honey
so
oud.
I don't know how to say it. I'm like honey.
Honey. You pronounce, yeah. Okay, Fernando.
French, it's a mute letter. I don't know how to pronounce a freaking H.
H.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't pronounce the H on French. The language doesn't sound. No.
No, we never pronounce the H. So for me, when I arrived in London, and people start to laugh at me because I was not pronouncing H, and I'm like, I just can't do it. It's hard.
H. Yeah. Well, they say H doesn't have a. There's a saying not a saying, but the H in Spanish doesn't have a sound.
Oh really?
It's I'm trying to think of a word that starts with an H, but
do you know, it's like, for example, people always laugh at me because when I say Harry or Airy, I want to say Airy, like A-I-R-Y, and people are like, are you saying Harry? Like, I've got a lot of hair.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no.
Yeah, it doesn't have a sound. Yeah, you're right. I mean, in Spanish, the H does not have a sound neither. So yeah, it's kind of in English. You pronounce like J some Fernández.
It's like for us, there's that sound in Spanish like in cerveza, and we don't really understand. We just say cerveza or what is it, Barcelona or something. For me, it's Barcelona. But you have a thing that we don't have. Yeah.
It's like rolling the R as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
In France we do it, but it's more aggressive, I'd say. But yeah.
Let's go to the Fernando Soto super chat. Said, great guest, Manny. Everybody knows it, but maybe not Dan and Clemence. You are one of OJ. What's OJ? Reviewers.
It's one of the best.
Okay.
OG, original.
Oh, okay. Oh, that stands for reviewers in the Mexican community. And now doing great job creating links to other communities. Congratulations. No, thank you. I mean, that's
lovely.
That's something that happened. How this started, Dan? I just sent you an email because I saw your very first couple of lives, and I think I sent you an email.
I think you're right. That's it. Yeah, and I was very happy to get you on. So yeah, that's how it started. We must make it more organized so we do it regularly. Actually, I think that's the key. So yeah, let's do that. It's totally great. I really wish I could tap into your community more by being able to speak Spanish, but this is good enough, isn't it? So I think it's really, really good. It is good.
I mean, there's a lot of people that doesn't speak English or doesn't understand it, but they're in the comments. I mean, they kind of know a bit, or they kind of understand here and there, and that's fine. I mean, that's the way. I mean, because it will be time consuming for me trying to translate everything. So.
That would be impossible.
I get to practice my English too, because I do work.
Perfect, Manny.
Perfect.
I do work for a US company, US based company. So all my bosses and people that I deal with every day, they speak English. So that's almost I speak English almost every day. So
you can tell.
Yeah. Then I know the feeling.
Is better than mine, Manny.
Oh, thanks. That's part of the stuff.
I think Ken was talking about that was a while back when I was talking about romanticism. That maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's not a great.
Kind of behind. Let's not get sentimental. No crying.
Don't cry, please. No.
Pablo Miranda, felicitaciones. Thanks for the words, Pablo. Nice. They're saying hi to you and congratulate me for the live. Clemence, are you Russian? No, she's
Russian. Wow,
no.
that's the first time someone tells me that. Usually it's Turkish, Armenian, but never Russian.
Well,
No.
the Russian. What does a Russian sounds like? They're speaking English. How does a Russian?
I've got no idea, but it's
probably
it's really specific accent. It's different, very very different. I think no. Dan, you know that. I don't know.
Russian, yeah, I think it's quite hard when English people try to impersonate a Russian accent speaking English. It's very hard because I've seen a lot of people in movies and they do it really badly. But the actual Russian language, I think I kind of like the way it's like. I can't speak Russian, but it just sounds like that, which I find it quite it's not as beautiful like Italian, or actually Spanish is quite nice, and French, German is a bit more angular, but Russian, there's something about it that I do like.
I love Russians. I love
well,
them.
you love Putin.
I'll go back.
Stop it, Dan.
I'll go back to old comments because there's a lot, but I saw one that caught my attention, and that's what something that you were saying. Just now. Where is it? Where did I saw it? It says that looks like you're. It was saying that it looks like you were kind of ashamed because you're too red. Then
yes.
Aww.
Oh, like embarrassed? You mean? I'm blushing.
Yeah, embarrassed.
Yeah. I'm permanently blushing now. Yeah.
Yeah, but he just explained. I lost the comment, but where is it?
Yes, that is the fake tan, I'm afraid. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me go back to old comments. There's a lot of comments, and we can get some. I am here. Hi Dan. Hi Clemence. Star Cigars.
What's that?
I thought it was no. When you were saying what?
I don't know.
Dan even wears Boy de Portugal on Christmas Day. Okay, that's your favorite.
That's my friend Sean.
Every day.
He takes the piss out of me a lot about things that I do on YouTube. So I was on somebody else's live stream and they said, "Oh, what's going to be your fragrance for Christmas Day?" And I said, "Oh, Boa de Portugal," and he was saying, "Yeah, like you actually plan what you wear on Christmas, like you're just lying, you're pretending that you've actually thought about that because it was like a week before." And I was like, "Yeah." So a lot of things on YouTube is a bit bullshit, So
yeah.
He always says stuff like that to me. He always pulls me up on all this stuff that I say on
Sean said had that when the sorority one. The 1881. Yes, sad news. I read of sorority death. It was a couple of weeks ago.
I missed that one. Yeah.
Like
Armani,
two big one in such a few weeks with Mugler and him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was kind of the same. Yeah, around the same time. There was some deaths.
I didn't realize Mugler was that old, but he was. I mean, still a bit young.
71, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's still a bit young to go.
It's not that old. Yeah.
Armani worked for sorority. Is that a question? Armani worked for sorority. I don't know. Armani. I don't think Armani. Says it depends on who you ask. Can you recommend which Mancera fragrance could be the best? I'm gonna buy my first Mancera as a gift for my birthday, but I don't know which one to choose, or if can be a blind buy. Mancera.
Clemence.
I will never recommend you to do a blind buy on fragrance. Absolutely never. I know it's difficult sometimes to try the fragrance, but doing a blind buy, you never know what's going to happen. I personally, Mancera, I'm not really a fan, to be honest. It's not really my vibe. I do enjoy Cédra Boisé. I mean, it's the most popular, I guess. I think it's a really nice cologne. It's fresh, a bit woody, kind of like tick a lot of boxes for an everyday scent. So I enjoy that. I think for a man it's nice. I personally really enjoy Intense Tiare, but that might be too feminine for you. But yeah, but that's there's Red Tobacco apparently that is really great, but I didn't try that since really long, to be honest. So that's the only thing I can give you as advice.
Okay. What about you then? Do you have any?
I was gonna say the same one. I can't say that I own or know loads of Mancera's, but I will have to be obvious and say I think Cedrat Boise is really quite a great, beautiful all-round fragrance. I know a few people who are like, they don't think it's that good, but yeah, for me, very nice. It's strong, fresh. It's really beautiful. Lemon line I also quite liked, but it does just smell a lot like lemons and limes.
Yeah, I just
fine. The name.
No.
Yeah, there's one.
That's the best review you've ever done.
It's about as in depth as I get, really. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I do have some Mancera's. And one that I just reviewed. I don't have it here close to me. I do have Red Tobacco. I have this, which is called Out Exclusive. But those ones are potent. I don't think. I think I'll go with the same one that you and Clemence just mentioned. Cedrat Boise. I think is the most easy to digest one. Because the other ones, I think they're too niche or too some smells that you need to be trained. Not a blind buy like Clemence said, because a Mancera one just out of the blue, it can be you can be disappointed because of the smell if you're not, and if you're somebody that doesn't have a lot of experience on like I said on strong fragrances, you might regret it. So yeah, I think we will go Cedrat Boise as the one that you should get.
They brought out. There's a new one out, Cedrat Boise Intense, which I haven't tried yet.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. I can only see it on their actual website. I think that's the only place you can order it at the moment. So it's sort of full price, and it takes a while to arrive. But I was hoping it would turn up on Notino, but I think I've seen one or two reviews that said it's sort of similar.
Okay.
But I don't know. So I guess that could be a fun one. But yeah, for me, the original's still good. Yeah. Are you drinking McDonald's drinks there, Clemence? What's this?
Well, your drink of the night is what is that? A Slurpee or what? A Slurpee?
So I've got an explanation. So me and my friend, we've been filming from 12 p.m. from until the evening, and we just finished like 1 hour before this live. And I didn't eat the whole day, really. So I basically had McDonald's, and it's just Diet Coke.
All right.
But it's matching my eyeshadow, though.
It does, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Looks good, yeah.
I guess.
Very nice.
Fancy.
Drink matching your definitely.
Yeah.
Let's see another.
You've got very polite comments. You don't seem to get any trolls, Manny. You're luckier than.
I'm looking for one. It should be
coming, Manny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's fun though. But
okay, let me. I'm way back. Loving this live, by the way, Manny. I see your channel. I've seen some of your videos. They're excellent. Thank you. Aldan Bull. How do you pronounce that? Aldan Bulger. Sweet smelling fragrance. Victor, I'm improving on my English. Hearing you guys. Okay, so we're now
nice.
Giving English classes, English lessons. Your English is outstanding. Thank you. Well, thanks. I'm trying to improve. Good evening, Manly Sense.
Hello, Manly Sense. He's on my channel a lot.
I've seen him on your channel. Victor, he's a badass. He's English. Okay. Okay. Fendi Uomo. Fendi Uomo. That one is. I don't have that one. I used that when I was like in my 20s, and I really love that one. Fendi Uomo. So good, Victor. I forgot that he's Mexican. Okay, me. Okay, guests and subjects are the key. Then gets great support from the wonderful Clement on the lives, though. You're
very
beautiful
true.
People. Sensualize. Hi, beautiful people. Sensualize.
Hello, that's Barry, and he was on my live stream on Saturday for the first time. So it was. Thanks for coming on there. Really appreciated it.
Get it right, then. Is because I was online. Okay, thanks.
He's saying
for being here.
He says that's why we got the most views on my video, because he was there.
Okay.
I don't think so. Thank you.
Victor Clemens, you are cute. Greeting from the island of enchantment, Puerto Rico. Hey, centralized. Okay. I don't.
If someone wants
back.
to say I'm cute in the comments, that would be great.
Oh, you're missing that.
I'm easy. The women can easily chat me up. I'm there.
Look at you. Look at you.
What did you say that?
And you say you're not emotional? Look at you.
Yeah. Desperate.
Yeah.
No.
Well, let me just. I agree, Dan. That is phenomenal address, James Wandish. I wanted to ask you this, Dan, for a while, but I don't know if I should, because I don't know the relationship. But I used to do videos a while back with a I don't know. I mean the videos are still there, but did I miss something?
No, well, no, you can ask.
We did girly
Smurfy girly, yes, Claire from Smurfy girly. Yeah, we met shortly after I started my channel, and we were together as a couple for about 2 years with a couple of small gaps, and then we stopped being together as a couple, she ended it because I don't blame her. I'm very difficult to be in a relationship with, so I deserved it. It was we still did videos after that for a while, for quite a while actually. Yeah, we kind of stayed good friends, and actually, I mean, even I live around the corner from her because I moved a long way because I even after we split up, I decided I knew this area now because of her, and the house prices are very affordable here compared to London. So she sort of helped me to end up where I am, even after we split up. So we stayed friends and made videos for quite a while after that. But the last year or so, we have lost touch a little bit. I think she's moved on in her own personal life, and therefore I think she has less time to do that. So all very good, happy feelings. She can always come on my live show anytime. We have lost touch a little bit lately, but there's nothing but good feeling. Nothing but good feeling.
Okay.
There's someone in the chat, centralized, that is saying that you kept kicking her cat.
That's a topical joke because someone in the news today, I don't know if you saw it, Clemence, a footballer is in big trouble because he did a social media video where he was kicking his cat.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
that's
a big. I know it's really bad. So that's the joke, and obviously Claire did have a really nice cat that she really cared about.
So you were kicking the cat.
I promise you, I never ever.
You were bad then.
I promise, I never did that. No, I did not kick her cat.
I think she would kick you out. Definitely.
Exactly. Yeah, I wasn't even allowed to, move it off the chair or something. Let alone kick it. The cat was in charge. She loved that cat very much. Unfortunately, I think that cat's not around anymore, but there's a new one. But anyway, that's what Barry is talking about. There's been a bit of a scandal in the news.
Barry, you do like
Barry's stirring it up. Yeah.
Okay. Super chat from William G. Saludos. Hi, Manny. Hey, hello, Clemence and Dan. Thanks a lot for the super chat.
Hola. Gracias. Muchas gracias, señor.
Let me just like when you say hypno, there's age mute. Yeah, of the age. We're talking about the age. It's pronounced Gorlon, Habit Rouge. No, Habit Rouge.
No,
Habit
without
Rouge.
the T.
Habit Rouge.
Habit
Rouge.
Habit Rouge.
That's the
way.
way.
The T.
It's the R that's good. You say the rouge. Or
Rouge.
Rouge.
See, I can't do it. Rouge. Can't do it. Habit Rouge.
So that's the right way to pronounce it? Habit Rouge?
You pronounce the T at the end. It's not right. It's Habit Rouge.
Habit Rouge. Without the T and the H. Rouge. Looks like I'm going to. It seems like I'm going to spit.
Yeah. Exactly. Same.
Okay. Okay. Something. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Something like that. What do you think about Gucci MB's Mr. S? Greetings from Chile, Mr. S, Mr. Smelly. Okay, what do you think about
Gucci MB for men?
Gucci MB.
Wonderful stuff. I was lucky to pick up an old bottle, long discontinued, the men's one, the green juice. It's really, really nice, really classy. I think it was 1998 or something. Yeah, top-notch stuff, but very hard to find now. Yeah, but it was lovely, great stuff, and it was only very affordable. A lot of these things now they're hundreds of pounds online, like by man. people have told me that they used to see this sitting around like for £14, you know, discount red stickers on it.
That's the Dolce & Gabbana.
Yeah, the by man, you know. So
by man. Yeah.
I mean, they're good, but I don't know if you necessarily need to go crazy to find them. But yeah, it is good, Gucci Envy. Yeah.
Okay, Sergio Cañez, Dan Clemence and me, hi from Portugal. Why the Portugal?
Hello.
I'm not getting Flores 19. I'm gonna get Flores number 89 hopefully soon.
Beautiful. It's really
we
beautiful.
Both love that.
Amazing classic.
Yes. Very distinctive.
Where do you buy those? I haven't heard any Flores. Are those something that, I mean, are those ones that you can get easily or online or what?
No,
Flores.
It's quite. It doesn't export well, I'd say. It's really like British, so it doesn't really export themselves very well, I have to say. But it's beautiful. Okay. If you're looking for something like manly but gentleman-like that you can wear every day, they have a beautiful collection of fragrance for this kind of occasion. But yeah.
Okay. Clemence's accent is kind of strange. It's a mix of French with English, written English. Yeah, but that's the reason why. Because
people say sometimes that I pronounce certain words really in a good Londonish accent, and most of my thing obviously is very French. But there's sometimes that I've got a really spot-on pronunciation, but just for one word, and then after it goes, I don't know what's happening.
Okay. There's the name of Honey Youthful by Flores, right? The Mago, he's one of the guests that I had on my show. He's a magician. I have him on my show on Friday.
Nice.
And we were talking about fragrances and magic, and he did a trick for all. We were doing a trick on the stream. Very nice. The International King of Talk Show, Mr. Manny. Thank you, Mr. Mago. Thanks, Nicolas. Hi everyone. Okay, Uchiembi is pronounced Berlon, like Ibno. Well, South America does not overly pronounce the C either. South America does not overly pronounce the Z either.
Like there's a little bit, you've got different Spanish. So if an Argentinian person speaks, it's quite different to a Spanish person, right?
They have a different accent. I mean, even in the country. I mean, in the country, people like me who live in the border with the U.S. All around the border. I mean, they speak differently than the people from Central Mexico. I mean, the accent and some words that are different. I mean, I think in every country is the same. I mean, every OG equals to original gangster. Okay, we're talking about that. Man, Fat Fingers. Original gangster. What about that's what I meant. Dan, Ken shaving. Ken he's also been on your show, right? Ken's.
Yeah, I really liked having him on. Yeah, he's been on. It's a little while since he's been on, but he's nice. This is another community, because I think another community that we should connect with is the shaving thing, because a lot of these guys do shaving videos, but then obviously they're into aftershaves too. So there's a nice sort of link. Actually, I was gonna. I could introduce that as a small subject. What other sort of communities do you think we could collaborate with? Because for me, like a small one, maybe the shaving thing is a little tie up. I have a few guests from the wristwatch community.
Yeah,
now, you might not think that's got anything to do with fragrance, but it's kind of the same. That it's an accessory and a luxury that men like to have and to covet and to possess, and they get obsessed about. And we don't have that many, so I think there is a little tie-in that a lot of the wristwatch people are really into fancy fragrances. So that's one that I've tried to sort of reach over to, and they have some really good live streams too. But if you guys have any other thoughts about good community,
anything fashion, to be fair.
Yeah.
You know what? I haven't seen a community from. For sunglasses, which is also I think people like me that collect fragrances. I collect watches. I love sunglasses, and I think sunglasses and accessories.
It's quite funny you say that, because when I started my YouTube channel, I wanted to talk about sunglasses as well, because basically during 5 years I was working for Chanel fragrance specialist. And I had 2 job titles at Chanel. My second job was sunglasses specialist. It's very specific, but basically I was giving advice on how to style sunglasses, and I kind of was linking that to fragrances as well, with the style of fragrances. So it actually was something I wanted to do. It's funny you talk about that.
Does anyone know about, I mean, even on the chat, I mean, I haven't seen any channel, and you know, you get recommendations sometimes from whatever you're looking, your videos you're used to look. I mean, there you get pop-up recommendations there, but I haven't seen any sunglass channel around.
No, me neither. I think it's very specific as well.
But yeah, that could be something that we can.
My recommendations is just bikini girls. It knows what I've searched for, and it's just all down there. Mature women in bikinis.
You know what I've been getting?
How many?
You know what I've been getting lately? Because one day I don't know why, and I love that one too. I got a plane spotting channel, which they do live from LAX, the Los Angeles airport. And I got one the other day. They were doing live from the Heathrow airport.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was this English guy, and it was pretty nice. Where's Heathrow? Where are you guys actually located? In London or exactly where?
Clemence is London. Which bit of London, Clemence?
North London. Well, it's still Zone 2, so it's like very city center, but yeah, North London.
And then you done our...
I was from the very, very most northern bit of London, Barnet, the end of the outskirts. Bad, crap bit, really. Boring. It was boring. And now I'm in Kent, which is just south of... It's about 30 miles south of London. Heathrow is somewhere, I can't remember where, outside London, like close to
north
London.
As well. It's really up north, isn't it?
Oh, and you know what? I didn't want to forget about asking you about this. What do you think about the Queen? The Queen just turned like what, 70 years of
more.
Well, must be more than that. Yeah.
Over the weekend, they were saying that they were celebrating. There was
because her husband
kind of a national...
died, didn't he? He was 90
yeah.
She's really old. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
but
what were you saying about her?
Oh no, I mean, what I mean, do you? I don't understand the. I mean, do they serve a certain
95? I mean, she's 95.
Yeah,
she's 95, but no, she's 95, but she's been on
the reign is
70 years, 70.
1953. So yeah, we'll be 70 years next year. Or maybe it was 52. The coronation was 53. I don't know. Anyway, what did you want to ask?
Well, do you follow any rules from? I mean, the kings and queens are just like what?
Are they
useful? I mean, they're just like a figure symbolic or
yeah. Well, in France, they cut the head off theirs, so they're gone. They don't have one left now. But yes, in Britain, it's just a symbolic figurehead. I mean, they do obviously get some. I mean, some people don't like it because obviously they have to be funded with a certain amount of money to do all their things that they do and travel. But officially, that is the head of state, but they don't have any political power. No, so some people have this
some of your taxes go to their
well,
the government. I mean, the government provides some
a little bit, tiny bit.
It's not like we all pay. Most of the tax goes to all the normal things like hospitals and roads and the police or whatever. So I mean, yeah, they do get some money from the taxpayer, but it's not. It's not like 20% of my tax goes to the royal family. It's like it's teeny.
Okay.
It's still. Some people have a point. They may say they shouldn't get any. Some people don't like it, but they're not very important really, apart from being symbolic. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I'm laughing at the super chat because I mean Stevie Wonder says that the sunglasses are yesterday news. I mean, Stevie,
okay. that's the kind of comment we need.
I mean, Stevie, come on, Stevie, you need the sunglasses. Yeah, 2 pounds. 2 pounds. Thank you for the 2 pounds. No, we're not.
Generous Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. Stevie Wonder says he's not. I mean,
but no, we're just getting back to what you were saying about other channels, because there are so many other, like, it's a good point. I bet there is, like, maybe there's a really big YouTube sunglass com, you know, there might be, probably is.
I mean,
there's people into everything, and I'm definitely committed to doing fragrances, but I have sometimes thought, oh, maybe if I just found the one thing that loads of people are into that there's hardly any channels about, maybe it could be sunglasses. You could really suddenly have a really good channel. So you do see some people, you know, really luck out, and they've got a massive channel. There's one guy who he gets military rations, and they could be modern ones, or they could, sometimes he gets literally a ration pack from the Vietnam War, and he just unboxes it on camera, and, you know, he eats as much of it as he can. And there's a whole worldwide people who buy this all around the world, and they like swap. Oh wow, I've got a World War II one for you. Oh man, and they're like swapping it.
This is super interesting. It's specific, but it's super interesting, though, isn't it?
He gets 1 million. He's got well over 1 million subscribers. Like, you know, and his videos, you hardly see him. He just films like POV, open the food up, you know, and he's like, oh man, 1960s cheese, it doesn't hold up, man. It's not good. And sometimes he's like, no, I can't. That's the meat. I can't eat that. Or, you know, that would kill me if I ate it. But he'll eat. He can eat. Sometimes he'll eat the crackers and stuff, the dry stuff from like 1970s, and so.
And where do they get that? Where do they get that?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think there's certain websites where you can buy sort of, if you want to buy a modern one, you can get it. And I don't know how they get the rare stuff, but I mean, I think it's a lot of money if you're into, you know, because they're like rare. So there's a whole network of people. But yeah, I mean, and a channel like 20 times bigger than me, it's incredible. So I'm always sort of wondering, oh, maybe I should find some other little thing, but it's not easy.
Yeah, it has to be something that is fragrance related. Well, yeah. What I mean, what happened
back to like, it's more like, well, who can we link up with is more.
How about
of
a
nice
channel?
Yeah, like the what?
The tanning channel. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. Yeah. To be fair, I mean, if people do review, more probably women.
Clemence, you're bad.
I don't want to put this image in your head, but I mean, there have been times when I do my whole body, so I have to get the mitt out, and you know, you got to get in all the nooks and crannies.
Why are you talking about that? I didn't ask that. I want to know.
Well, no, I know, but I'm just saying, you could.
Too much information.
Just saying, it's really uncomfortable when you do everywhere. So, and then you have to stand like this for
everywhere.
Forget it.
If I can be bothered, not very often, because usually I just do a little bit extra on the face and the sunbeds for the whole body.
You get it. Okay.
But definitely,
if I really want to treat myself, then I do the full body.
But definitely will be some definitely will be some cracks on your body that won't get tan.
No, exactly, and I have to find all those cracks. Yeah, that's it. So, but I mean, joking aside, there are people obviously who do reviews of the best tanning oil. Probably more often women. There's videos, you know, Zen Tan versus Saint Tropez. What's the best one?
Thanks again to Stevie Wonder. It says, sunglasses and tan, just what I needed. just what I need.
It's actually pretty good.
To do then.
Oh man, that's funny. Then is David Dixon of FRAGCOMM. Who's David Dixon? Dickinson.
He's a famous guy he's a famous antiques expert on British TV, and he's got a ridiculous dark orange tan. Yeah, a ridiculous fake tan. Yeah, I like him. Yeah.
I don't expect mainly since I don't expect Queen Elizabeth to declare war on France anytime soon.
No.
Well, I hope not, because I'm in the shit if that happens.
We'll have to put you in a prison, wouldn't we? Yeah.
Do you know that they nearly didn't make me cross the border a few months ago, like a few weeks ago?
Ah.
Yeah, I had some trouble at the border. Actually, I had to kind of discuss with them about my situation. Well, I've got a settled status in the UK, like I'm a resident officially now. But I had problems to come back because I didn't have my passport with me. It's fine. They got me back inside, but basically I was panicking. So my English was extremely approximative because I was panicking. And the woman at the border, she looked at me like, you don't even speak English.
Oh, no.
Like, I'm panicking, okay? Let me in.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it was horrible.
And this is obviously something that would never have happened before Brexit, right?
Yeah, no, it never happened before. It never happened before. They had to call someone, I don't know where, to double check that I've got a settled status in the UK. So
scary.
It never happened before.
Scary, isn't
wow.
it?
Yeah.
No, okay, we're not going to declare war. No.
No.
Please don't.
Let me just. I got 2 questions that I asked the guys to send questions. Just 2 guys sent questions out of from Fragrances. Joel Franco was asking, how many clones do you have in your collections? You just mentioned one at the very start. Then, I mean, is that something that that is common? I mean, well, I do have some clones which I'm proud of, but some people say no, you shouldn't have clones on your collections. I mean, is that how many do you have, guys?
Since you mentioned me, I'll go first, but then I'll be interested to hear what Clemence says. But I do have quite a lot because I've found them quite. Sometimes the review for the channel is quite good to do. I've kind of moved more because I've got more and more fragrances in my collection, and I am going off clones a little bit in general because I kind of get more excited about vintage stuff or whatever. But I do have a lot, so I couldn't possibly tell you how many. I've reviewed a few of a lot of them I maybe buy just because it will be good for a video. So if it's only £20 or something, even though I perhaps don't necessarily really want it myself, like I've already got the Creed fragrance, I'll buy it just for a video. And then I do have a link up with Dua that they agree to send me regularly fragrances, and I not under no pressure. I just do some Dua fragrance videos. So that's kind of they're my favorite clone company now, because they tend to have, they've got the crazy big range of like thousands of stuff, and I'm kind of their guy who tends to do a video about when they do a reissue of a vintage thing, which I do find kind of fun, and my audience likes it. So yeah, I've got tons. But I tend not, apart from the Duas that I find are very strong, the cheapo ones like the Armaf, I don't wear them that much, and I'm going off. I'm getting a bit more snobby now, I must admit.
But did you or will you do videos for the clone fragrances? You usually do some, or you just have them?
Yeah. I try and do semi. There's no like set schedule, but I try and do some things semi regularly on the Dua ones. And then if there's an interesting one, occasionally I'll do a video. Although I have I bought a couple of new Armaf ones, like that gold one that's meant to be like Millésime Imperial. I bought that just for a video. But to be honest, I don't think they get tons of views now. And if I'm not that interested myself, I've stopped buying the real cheapo ones so much, to be honest. I think it used to be like like my biggest ever video was Club de Nuit Intense Man versus Aventus. That was my most views ever. It's got 100,000 views or something. But now the YouTube changes so much, I don't think there's so much it's not really news to anyone now, clones. Everyone's heard of them. But what about you, Clemence? I bet you don't have any. Let's go to
Clemence. But before, the super chat says HRH Regina Elizabeth, by royal decree, Clement may remain.
Thank you, madam. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Someone's just invented a whole new channel name just to do that.
It's amazing. Thank you so much.
I'm guessing it's Stevie Wonder, probably.
Yeah, it's probably
maybe the Queen. I mean, if it's the Queen, she's too.
Yeah, sorry, ma'am. Yeah.
What's £2 for the Queen? I mean, it's not.
Exactly.
It's okay. It was just for her to hear, for me to hear her voice. That's what's the point.
That's good. That's good. So, how many clones do you have in your collection, Clemence? If you have any.
Well, I do have some, but most of them, it's not a lot. It's really not a lot. Like, it's ridiculously not a lot. I've probably have like maybe 3 or 4, maybe 5, but I bought them for the experience. I didn't buy them because they were clones. I wanted to try, so I bought them, but I don't really wear them. And I've got one recently that I received from Alexandria Fragrance, which is a dupe of Roja. I do enjoy it, but I probably won't do the advertisement of it. It's just my personal opinion. Like I come from studies in perfumery, and it's in my studies, like it was really something that was not popular. Like, because when you're around perfumers and stuff like that, with my work as well, I know they find it quite offensive when there's dupe coming up, because it's kind of offensive for their work. And I do respect that. When you've worked a long time in there and you've got suddenly a dupe that is proclaiming that they're smelling better and last longer, it's not really nice. So for me, I don't want to do the advertisement of any clone. It's not my stuff. My channel is not about that. I do though respect some brand like Alexandria Fragrance. They do like nice juice for a nice price. So, and Dua, for example, like I like the fact that they resurrect old fragrances. I think it's nice, but I won't buy it myself, and I won't advertise it because it's not my stuff. It's not what my channel is about. I'm here for the art of fragrances, and I like originality, creativity, and this is not my stuff. So yeah.
Okay. And I do have several. So, and mainly because of for example, Creed ones from Creed. I do have the Armaf ones, which are, I mean, I have several Creed Aventus clones too. I don't know. I probably with that money I already would have bought the original, but I don't know. I just trying to. I mean, I have Mont Blanc Explorer, which is clone of Creed Aventus. I have several.
My fragrance though. I've got it, and it's got some kind of its originality. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, and sometimes people say no, they're not exactly a clone. They stand for themselves in the long run. So
I've worked for the company that creates the fragrance for Mont Blanc, which is Inter Parfum. I've worked for them, and I definitely know that it was not a plan to look like Aventus at all. Definitely not. So yeah.
But okay, it was not, but they got it almost right on the money, huh?
Yeah.
Try to have. Why did they say that? Try having a chat with Clemence in a nightclub after she had.
Because we've been out together, like
okay.
In a bar with a lot of reviewers from the UK, and I was tipsy. And obviously, when I'm tipsy, I'm like, so I guess you could understand.
Okay, so he's speaking from experience then, huh?
Yeah, probably. Okay. Well, he was. Come on, like he can't say just that because he was, as well. Huh? Come on.
About what you were saying, then mixing Jeremy single-handedly uniting the fragrance and the Speedo communities.
He's looking good, man. His videos lately are getting weirder and weirder. The TikToks.
Yeah. He's wearing less and less clothes every time on their TikToks, huh? His TikToks.
Yeah, but
I think the thing that was quite fun is that one of the last videos he's done, he was spraying just his head like this, and I was just like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. And his tongue. Once I see him spray his tongue. Is that for real?
No, you're joking.
Yeah. He sprays all over. So I don't know. I mean,
he wants to do views,
yeah, well, he gets them. So somebody was. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
He was getting a bit fed up of it because there was one video on YouTube, and at the end he said, "I am tired of saying the same shit over and over again." That, like, he just did another list about best fragrance for compliments. So he's like, I got to admire him. Like, he's too honest. But he's like, I'm so sick of saying the same shit over and over.
Oh, that's funny.
But, guys, I'm going to be changing directions soon, and you can stay tuned. So, yeah, I mean, he's I find him very interesting, yeah. But the thing is, like, people say he's losing it, and sometimes, he seems crazy. But they've been saying that for years, and he's still there. And he never, you'd think if he's like gone bad, he'd suddenly, I don't know, put on weight or, but his body always, he's obviously like taking some care of himself because he always looks kind of ripped. So I don't know. I'm intrigued. I don't know what the truth is with Jeremy, but.
And you know what, the other day, and I'm not saying that I'm young. I mean, neither did you were saying about your skin and all. I mean, I look at Jeremy a bit wrinkled. I mean, a little bit older than, or obviously he started like what, 5, 6, 7 years ago. I'm looking at him like more older and probably his white skin. I mean, white skins tend to wrinkle more than darker skins. I think so. Or I don't know if it's the light that he uses.
Wrinkles. I don't see it.
No,
I think he does look pretty damn good overall. I can just see sometimes sometimes his face looks a bit tired in the videos.
Yeah,
like he's been up all night, but.
Yeah, he's around flying around the world.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, he pumps out so many videos. I mean, he definitely puts the hours in. So, yeah, I would sort of I'd forgive him not looking perfect all the time. But yeah, I do find it very intriguing to follow him. Actually, yeah.
Okay, I'll stop on this one. Dan, soccer team. What is your soccer team? Your favorite soccer team?
It's Tottenham. The full name is Tottenham Hotspur in the UK, otherwise known as Spurs. So it's normally about in the top 5 or 6. But
is there where
so great as
is that
we
one?
used to be.
What a Mexican plays on that team? Isn't he Raul Jimenez? Does he play on?
Maybe if Sean's watching, I'm not sure if we've got a Mexican at the moment. I can't remember.
But somebody in the chat, if it's, I mean, he understands. I mean, where does Raul Jimenez plays? What soccer team? Raul Jimenez with a J Jimenez. He
plays for Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Oh, Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he's in the Premier League then, but he plays for Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Okay.
According to the thing.
Fernando, Dan has some interesting videos analyzing Jeremy. Yes, you do, right?
You do
sometimes
some face swap as well.
Yeah, the face swaps. Yeah, I tried different things. That was sometimes those got some good views on. Well, a little bit on Instagram, but I do always try different things. But yeah, sometimes I got a quite good number of views for talking about Jeremy, and I kind of enjoy it sometimes. But yeah, I don't know if even I'm always trying new things to try something different because I my channel doesn't sort of go viral. So if anyone, I don't want to go too much off topic because maybe we should talk more about fragrance. But if any of you have got any new things you're trying this year, either of you guys, because I was watching some videos this week by some guy. What's his name? Brian G. Johnson or somebody, and he's all about like how you can get bigger on YouTube. And he did have some really good like things about you need to put one of these 5 compelling phrases in your title. And then just tie that to your thing. So you do what frag or thing, things you didn't know about dirt or whatever. So I was thinking, maybe I need to be a bit more planned about the videos. He was like saying, you can't just make a video about what you think is fun and interesting. You have to be much more strategic. But
and then the thumbnails and all that.
All that. I mean, I don't know if it works. I mean, I guess it must do.
It's
otherwise,
because I mean, it's love at first sight, right? I mean, if you look at a thumbnail and it catches you, I mean, you will go and see the video, and if the video on the every day they're lowering the time, they're saying about if the first 10 seconds capture you, then you will be on the video all along, but. That's kind of difficult. So
that's the problem. It's very difficult to own. If you analyze it too much, I don't know if you can still do that and not go insane, because and then I don't know what happens to your channel if every video you've thought about it. But Clemence, I think you still just do what you feel like to some extent with the videos, right?
Yeah, I mean, I used to be a social media manager. Yeah. So I used to really build on strategy. So I don't mind doing that for others, but on my channel,
give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I have to take a call real quick.
Yeah, okay. We'll keep going.
Do you have to keep going?
Yes, I think he's still on screen.
So, no, I was saying basically like for me, I like to not look too much at that because it's like better for my mental health. You know what I mean, Dan? When you start to look too much at that, compare yourself and stuff, and think too much about strategy, you go a bit nuts. So I try to look at it sometimes. I'm aware of some stuff, but I'm just prefer for now to do what I enjoy, and it does. You know, I see that when I really enjoy doing my stuff and my own content, I see it's growing. So I prefer be on my own bubble and do my stuff and let's see what happens, you know. But
I'm just looking at your channel now. Yeah. So your titles are pretty, you know, they're good titles to get people's interest, right? So you've got like the last ones, 50 best designer brands and their top 1 fragrance for men. That's pretty good. Then you've got a short, 3 things you should never do with perfumes. That's my
good, right? TikToks, you know, I do a lot of TikToks like this,
and then you just put them on YouTube. Maybe I need to do that. And then you've got top 10 sexiest women's fragrance 2022. Good to see that you obviously have a healthy female audience, because you still got good views for that.
I do have more men's, like, you know, for the same video I got, you know, like much more views than for women, but I have more men's because I prefer to review most of the time masculine fragrances. So
but it's nice for you that like your video, whether it was men or women who watched it, your video about the women's fragrances still did well. It wasn't less it wasn't quite as good as the top 10 sexiest men's fragrances, but it's still good. It didn't like sink badly, so that's really good. And then you've got 3 favorite perfumes of all time. Nah, I'm joking. You naughty clickbait there. And then you said 3 new Tom Ford. You got to do that though, haven't you, in this world, unfortunately?
Yeah. Stop analyzing my channel, Dan.
But I like it's fun. I'm doing it in a friendly way. I'm doing
is that bad to do clickbait? I mean, some people say that is, and I don't think that's unless it's something not related. I don't know. I mean,
I think, you know, if the topic is very far away from the thumbnail, then like, come on, mate, you know. But if it's like a funny thing or you basically exaggerate a bit, it's the game, you know. You have to do it at some point. So you know, it's fine to exaggerate. If it's completely a different topic, then I'm like, maybe not. But everybody does clickbaiting on YouTube. It's normal.
The other day I got a little bit late on Friday on your show, then when Justin was there and he was talking about a video, but I didn't realize when I went and looked at the video, I kind of knew that he left YouTube around 2000, about 2 years ago, and then when I saw the video, he was talking about that time. When I left YouTube and sold my 100 fragrances. That's the title. But when you go and see and check the video, he said, when I left YouTube in 2018, I said, oh, come on, man. I mean,
so it tricks you a little bit. It
tricks you. So you see, leaving YouTube, selling fragrances, everybody will go and look at the video.
Well, it's still true, though.
It was clever because that
happened 3 years ago. I mean.
So if people don't understand who are watching, basically he did a video called why I quit YouTube and sold 100 fragrances. And you would think, oh, he's just quit, he stopped, oh my god, I'm gonna watch what happened, but in fact he was talking about why he did that for a few months in 2018. So it was still true, but I mean, that's the perfect clever thing to do, and I think a lot of people still really enjoyed the video, so nobody was really I mean,
he's a nice guy. I mean, the
video is really popular and people still really liked it, so that, I mean, that's just clever, really. But we do have to do that a bit. We do have to do that with videos to try and get more people interested.
Centralized says, how many videos do you guys do in advance? How many do you have in the bank ready at the moment? I don't have any. I haven't been able to get to that point. I mean, every video that I think I explained that a while ago, but every video that I do, I launch. I just can't have like a bank or inventory of videos just sitting for me to just put live. I tend
to, like, for example, like I remember One day, I do my videos during the week. Sometimes I keep them like for one day, on private, but one day maximum. But I kept a video one day like on my camera, and after a week or two, I was like, well, this is rubbish. So I binned it. It's just like, like after just a little bit of time, if I leave it, I tend to think, yeah, rubbish, I'm going to refilm it. So I prefer to not keep it, really. I go directly into editing, and then I upload it, and that's done.
And what about you then? Do you have any?
Yeah, same. I'm as soon as I've edited it and it's ready to go, then I'll tend to put it up that day or the next day. So yeah, I never have any in the bank, or very, very rarely. So yeah, maybe I should in a way, but yeah.
And then I think I was going to ask you that the other day and on your live show because of something popped out. But in the event that that YouTube deletes all your videos, do you have like a backup? I mean, do you keep a backup of every video that do you have it in your computer, on your hard disk or somewhere? Do you have a copy of videos that you make?
Not really.
Because I don't. I usually, I at the very first, I do have like my first, I don't know, 20, 30 videos. And then fuck it. I mean, this too much work related and save it here. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I can't help but think if your channel did suddenly disappear, you'd almost just be better to start again anyway. I don't know what would happen if you suddenly re-uploaded under a different channel 100 videos. I don't know. I think they would get no views anyway, and YouTube would decide your channel's really bad. So you'd actually probably I think if it happened, you'd be better, and they'd be completely if I did one from 4 years ago, it wouldn't be relevant anymore, probably. So I think it wouldn't really matter. I mean, it would be horrible if that happened, but you'd be better just to start again, I think, anyway.
After, like if it's not from too late, it's okay. Like, for example, I've launched a month ago my French YouTube channel, and I do 2 videos a week for this channel. So on Wednesday, it's a rediffusion of one of my videos that I've done on my English channel that was in French, but not too old. Like, I will not go more far than a year ago. But yeah, like I've told my community Wednesday for now it's going to be rediffusion, and on Saturday an exclusive video. But yeah, if it's not too old, I guess that's still fine. But I will not go 2 years ago, because my editing style wasn't the same as well.
Yeah.
It's not really relevant anymore. So,
totally agree. Yeah, totally agree.
I think we all hope we get better. So I hope I'm a lot better than I was 2 years ago. So I probably wouldn't be very happy to re-upload something from 2 years ago. So yeah,
I don't know you, but like when I watch my oldest video, very old, I'm like cringing.
And that's what I was going to ask you. I mean, do you go and sit 100%. Down and watch old videos of your? I don't. No. I don't need. No, I don't. I think there's. I mean, what I do is I film the video, I edit it, and you rerun it until you get the edition right. And then you see it a lot of time while you're editing the video. So then when you launch it, you forget about the video. You watch it a lot during that edition moment. So editing moment that I know there are videos that if I go and watch them again, I say, why did I say this, or why?
Yeah, it's like. It's strange. It's like sometimes I see some new comments in this very old video asking me question, and I'm like, oh, you just don't watch that anymore.
Yeah. There's videos say, what is the music they use at the very beginning or on the intro? It's like, well, I go and check it out because I don't know which video you're talking about. So it's and then it's kind of give me the freaks to watch an old video of mine.
Oh, my mom does that to me. Sometimes when I come back from home, like she put my videos on the screen in front of everyone in family reunion. I'm like, please, can you stop? And she's like, you should be proud. Look at your video. I'm like, no, I don't want to. And she puts old videos sometimes. And I'm just like, oh, help me. And then everyone is looking. My grandparents are like, oh,
When did you guys start telling people that you had a channel? I mean, what kind? I mean, how the amount of subscribers that you told somebody that you have a channel? Because I I used to say no, don't say anything. I mean, he has a YouTube channel. My friend has a no. Just, come on, don't say anything. I mean, I don't feel like. And it was like 1,000, 2,000, even 5,000. I didn't. I want people to know that I was making videos. Right now, I don't care that much. But I mean, even my. I mean, and I'm saying this. Even my coworkers or the guys that work for me doesn't know that I have a channel.
Oh.
And I wonder if one day they're looking at their phone on YouTube and something pops out and say,
And it would be you.
Hey, is this you with a I mean, it will happen. I mean, because like we were saying right now, I mean, depends on what you are watching is the recommendation that YouTube makes. So what if the guys are on their break and say, hey, this is you, right? I mean, oops.
I'm surprised at you. Yeah, I'm surprised you don't tell. No. I mean, you've got what, 30,000 or something. So
yeah, I don't know.
At that level, I'm sure. I'm surprised you haven't I'm surprised it hasn't come up in your conversation with your colleagues.
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff.
because
so people you work with don't know.
No, there's no. I mean, the guys that work directly with me, they don't know. They don't even know. They don't know. And I started in 2007. It's the same crew that I had since 2007. So if right now they know, they say, that's why you went on vacations for a month to do videos.
You know what, Manny? It's crazy. You need to tell them.
I don't know. I mean, it's I don't know. Now that I think of it, says, well,
it's a big part of your life.
At first I did it because I was kind of embarrassed or ashamed. But right now, if I go and tell them,
that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, I will get a couple of subscribers if I tell them.
Yeah, just
a couple of more subscribers.
And they'll be like, oh my God, like we are with a reviewer. Fancy.
Yeah, and then once we're inside a company. My company works for another company, and we're inside. The guy from the company that we work for, he once waited for me at one of the gates and said, I know you. I said, well, what did I did? I see your videos. You have a YouTube channel. I mean, some other people and kind of I feel good. I feel good that somebody recognized you out on the streets, but it happened from somebody that I never thought it will happen. So somebody that recognized you and said, hey, yeah, I know you. You're the one that do videos and this and that. I say, hey, yeah, that's me. And so it's kind of strange and a good feeling. But yeah, people that work for me pretty close doesn't know. They don't know. They don't know about that. So yeah.
Dan, everybody knows around you?
Pretty much, yeah. When I used to do guitar lessons as my main thing, I don't think many of them knew because they're not really my colleagues. They're just customers or students, and it's like, how would that come up in the conversation? And so it didn't. Most of those people didn't know. But I think if I worked in an office or saw a colleague every day, I'm sure it would come up. I don't. So, but yeah, some people, yeah. All my friends. Of course, all my friends know, and even there's a couple of people in a coffee shop that serve me that know me to say hello, and they've said, "What do you do?" So I don't feel embarrassed to say, "Yeah, I do YouTube fragrance," and they're like, "What, YouTube fragrance? What the hell?" But I feel fine. It's just a fun thing. So yeah, but I get it. When I had clients that came to me for something completely unrelated, and you don't, if you only see them once a week for half an hour, then you don't talk about yourself because they just want you to teach them. But I think if it was sort of someone, a colleague that I worked with, I'm sure it would come up regularly. Like Clemence, I'm sure everyone knows about it, right?
Yeah, everybody knows. Yeah. I remember it took me, when I started my channel, it took me probably like a few months though to say it, in England. In England, I was like, I don't mind, but I was a bit worried of what not my family but my friends would say, because it's a very small city and people are very judgmental, and so I was like, oh, I'm not sure I want them to know that, because I was quite sure they would laugh at me at the beginning. So I took a little bit of time to tell them, and then after, when I felt more confident, I told them, but not really long after. And finally, like they're a bit like laughing at me because they don't really understand fragrance words, but they're really proud. Like they watch my video even though if they are not into fragrances. So it's funny. So yeah, no, I'm not ashamed. I'm just, you know, I'm giving it out. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you done, any of you have done any videos outside on other than your house, your living room, or your, I mean, with a camera on a public place? Have you done any videos of that? I mean, I've been trying to do videos, but I don't get a shame, but people see you with a camera or something and try speaking to a camera, and people will say, looks you like.
No. I found that so funny, Manny. Like I'm doing a lot of vlog outside, so I'm constantly with my camera outside, and I remember, like, especially I do some vlog when I'm back in Brittany. And in Brittany, obviously, someone that speaks English in the middle of nowhere with a camera is super weird. And I remember I was by the beach the other time, and I was filming myself talking about fragrance, showing my fragrance in the middle of a beach, and there was some people like having a walk around and be like, what the hell is happening? And just stopping right in front of me and looking at me like this, like no shame. They were stopping in front of me like this. And I was like, yeah, okay, I speak English, I'm weird. I have millions of fragrances around me. I find it funny though. It's funny. I'm not ashamed.
And then you did one, I saw one on the gym, right? I mean, that somebody was watching. I mean, you were working out on the gym. And
then, I do. I went to the gym. I was filming. There was some people. It was quite funny actually. There was some people next to me looking at me and laughing a bit, but I'm fine. I was talking like I'm talking on the phone, and they were just looking at me. I was doing the bike at some point. There was a guy next to me, and he looked at me. He looked at my camera. He looked at me speaking, and he laughed so much. And I was like, "Hey, do you want to be on the video?" But no, it's funny. I don't mind. I do a lot of stupid stuff, to be honest. I'm not ashamed of anything. So.
That's good. Have you done any outside, Dan? Any on?
Not for ages, but I did do a few. I did a few just out, sort of in somewhere in the sort of, you know, with some leafy background or something, which is, I think it's quite nice. I don't know how much extra value it gives to your video if you just go outside to a background. Is it worth it? It's a lot more effort and more difficult. And yeah, sort of vlogging, I don't find that something that works for me to do. But I did do some where we went to the pub and I interviewed drunk people when I first started.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, people really like them. It got me sort of noticed when I first started, but they were really like, the quality was really bad, and they really were messy, very, very messy. But yeah, I'm afraid. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess my question to myself will be, as it's so much more hassle, and I'm still just talking about fragrances, how much more value does it add to the audience? Will more people watch? I don't know. Don't know.
Do you know, I think for me, well, it depends for me, but like my vlog, I like them because I like to show some authenticity, basically, like to my audience. I like to take them out with me, show them how I am when I'm not filming a video technically. You know, like I filmed some party with my friends, and we weren't just not talking about fragrance. It was just about that, just for them to get to know me. I like my follower to see that I'm just trying to show just myself, how I am. So I do enjoy this style. Of course, it's a lot of filming and stuff, but it's quite fun for a change sometimes. So yeah, enjoy it sometimes.
Yeah.
That's
I think if you can, I think it's really good if you have a video with, you know, 2 or 3 people on camera together. So, you know, where you have maybe the man and the woman, and he's asking whether it's his wife or his girlfriend or just a lady that he knows about fragrance. That can, you know, when God rest his soul, Carlos, the Brooklyn fragrance lover, used to get some really interesting ladies and they used, you know, they were hugely popular videos. So if you've got that kind of thing to do, that's great. But I mean, the great thing, obviously, this is the next best thing that we're doing now, which is, you know, not far off, that we can have several people interacting at once. So maybe I'll do some more of those. And I did some quite popular ones where I interviewed Clemence about her top 5 most loved fragrances. So that's something really good you can do. But if you've got to go and meet the person every time and be in the same room, it's probably better. But the effort that you have to make is much more huge. And of course, I can't do someone in Mexico or America very easily. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'm lazy. But I think the live link up is a good substitute to get more than one face on the screen.
I agree.
Yeah, I guess it adds some value. I mean, if you have some background, I mean, that can, I don't know, show in your city or a place, a symbolic place of your town or your whatever. But yeah, it's kind of you need to get the shot right, and you need to have a tripod or whatever, and then sound usually on the outside is you need to be very careful with the sound because you can get a lot of noise and all that. So yeah, it might be not in a noisy place, but the one you did on
me, I've done video in a bar and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I filmed that video where all these people from FRAGCOMM went to a bar and a party, and it's a mess. It's funny though.
Diego Argenta's excellent stream. I'm chuffed to bits. What's that? What's the translate? What would be the translation to that? All right.
Very happy. Chuffed just means really pleased.
Okay. Money Steam's in the house. Okay. There's some old comments here. What is your next? What is your next step then? What do you think about streaming 3 days a week? I mean, will that be? I mean, what do you plan to do? I mean,
yeah, I'm going to keep that up.
Your time allows, right? I mean, your time allows to do. I mean,
yeah. I think that's my one thing that I've got on my side actually, because most people have a family and stuff, so it's quite difficult to give that commitment. I think. I mean, yeah, most people they could do it if they wanted to, but yeah, for me, it does fit in with my life. And so I'll probably, I guess I'll keep doing the Saturday and the Friday one. And then I've just introduced a new one on Thursdays, which is a special classic fragrance night with my friend Chris from Scentland from Hungary.
Yeah, Chris,
so that's especially,
I saw the first one. Yeah, it's very interesting.
So that's something that's unique because there isn't a live stream specifically about old fashioned or classic fragrances. So we might get other, thank you. Yeah, we might get other guests in too, but hopefully he's going to be there every week. So that's really good. So yeah, I think it's, you know, it's something I can do that is different to what most other channels are doing. And so that's what I'm looking for really, you know, because if I desperately just try to catch up with all the other big reviewers who have really huge channels, I'll probably never catch up with them. But you try and do whatever's something you can bring that is a little bit different in the community. So there are other people who do live streams and that's great. But if I can get ahead of the game on the live stream and it's something I enjoy, I think it's fun. So we'll keep going with that. Although I have to say it can be a little bit, you know, it takes it out of you to do 2 or 3 hour live streams. And I have to be careful about, and I must be careful about drinking on them because if I'm sat there for 2 or 3 hours, then
you end up.
I can't do that three
times in a week. Like you're gonna get.
Yeah, exactly. So I have to be a bit careful. I might maybe only drink on the Friday one. I don't think I will on the Thursday. I might stop drinking on the Saturday one because it's you don't want to have your reputation that you're always there, and by the second half you sort
you're gonna
of
have
dribble.
a nice British reputation, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta be careful.
You got rid of your custom, so don't get rid of your drinking because then you will lose your
in a few months you're gonna see Dan removing his tie like this in his face.
You do have to be careful about that. Yes, especially if you go on anyone else's stream after. Sometimes I do my own, and then I'm tempted to go on some other stream when I'm already drunk, and that I have to learn my lesson because then I can't. if I do something I regret, I can't delete it. So I probably won't do that anymore. Yeah, I try and be more professional. Yeah.
Okay.
But Clemence, I think you're going to be doing some lives on Twitch. Is that right?
Hold on. Where's your rabbit, Clemence? I haven't seen.
By the door, it's kind of.
Oh, okay.
crazy
You still have it.
right
Okay.
now.
In the past, I've seen him jumping around, so I thought you.
Well, he's been tired because obviously there was my friend at the house, so he was completely running everywhere. So I think now he's like sleeping like crazy, to be honest.
Okay. Or now Dan was asking about TikTok. TikTok, you were.
Twitch.
Twitch.
Yes, I'm organizing that because technically I would like to do that with a French reviewer. So I'm organizing that at the moment. But yeah, definitely I'm going to do that. I'm going to go on Twitch because I love the platform. Obviously, it's a video game platform originally, but now it expands to a lot of different lives. And I do enjoy the platform myself. I'm a really big consumer of this platform. So I want to do it as well. So yeah, let's see how it goes. But yeah, I hope so.
Manny, can you believe that Clemence is into gaming? I don't see you as a gamer.
I heard that the other day in one live that I wasn't in. I was looking at one of your streams, and I heard that you were enjoy playing video games.
It's quite funny because my friend was basically filming a bit of my house today. And she went through my video game collection. It was like, Clemence, how many do you have? I was like, I've got so many. And she was like, how come? And I was like, I just enjoy it. Like, I love video gaming. So,
but where do you find the time to get videos?
I don't really, for this PlayStation and everything, I don't play often. It's mainly when I got a bit of spare time, I don't know what to do, which is extremely rare. But sometimes I like to allocate myself to not think about anything. So I will play for 1 or 2 hours, you know. Otherwise, kind of every night before going to bed, I play at least one Call of Duty. So one game at least.
What is the game? What's like your top game at the moment to play?
At the moment, I play a lot of Call of Duty, then Battlefront.
Call of Duty. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And
that's very violent, Clemence. Very violent.
Yeah, I know. I really love FPS. I'm actually really good at those.
Wow.
It's my stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry, but
love it. I love it. Yeah, brilliant.
It's just I guess I've been playing since I'm very young, so I'm actually really good at it. So I'm really good at it. So I love those kind of stuff. I don't know why. It kind of like sometimes I get angry or not really emotional, so I'm just like, you know, voila, attacking everyone, and I feel better.
I like it.
Yeah. Something's right. Look.
So I know that after this stream, I will go to bed and probably like do one game of Call of Duty before going to bed. But yeah.
Like Sergio Canes says here, Dan, Clemence, and Manny, just be yourself and continue doing what you're doing. You are important, and our friends, you do make a difference. Thank you, Sergio.
Thanks,
Thank
Sergio.
you.
That's lovely.
Thank you.
Roddy was saying, Mr. Smelly is a James Bond of fragrances.
I agree.
Good to see you on these other channels from the other side of the pond.
Thank you so much. It's great. Good. It's lovely to be here. Love it.
Shout outs to Dan, but especially the beautiful Clemence, Juan O. Good, great. That's so. And then I saw the live you did with Chris, and that's pretty interesting. And then the Friday show is always different. Martial is also been on there every Friday. And Saturday, you do this more casually on Saturdays, right? I've seen
so far. It just sort of got to a thing where I tend to just plan out the Friday guests a bit more, and then I actually find it kind of a little bit exciting to go on a Saturday, and I haven't got any guests lined up, and you never know who's gonna. It's kind of exciting, and I was stuck there for a while on my own the other night, but we still got decent viewers, so you get more and more brave. Like, I don't mind if I'm sat there on my own now. I don't run out of things to say. So, but I've got to. I'm definitely interested to sort of refine the format. I'm definitely, I've got a lot of things that I need to do better. But yeah, the more you do, the more you learn what works. So I'll see where the Friday. I might do one a bit earlier because at the time that I go on is quite good for people like you, Manny. Not so great for Clemence sometimes, and it's bad for people in England and Europe, really. So maybe if I do Friday or Saturday an hour or two earlier, I get more European guests or viewers. So I'll experiment a bit, and also the format. How much of a theme do you need? How much balance do you want between drama and fragrance? Sometimes I've got that a bit wrong, or you never know. Like, and so which guests are good? I'm definitely refining it, but I'm gonna the more I will just keep doing it, and you learn every time. But yeah. What about you, Manny? Are you going to continue with your current balance of a couple of lives a week and your normal?
I think one or two, well, definitely one. Two, I'm trying to accommodate because like I said, I was doing it Wednesdays. and Saturdays.
Yeah.
And then I started this year starting doing one on Sunday. I did one on Friday, and people were saying, no, we want the Wednesday ones back. And then people on Friday say, good that it's on Friday. I can see it. I can watch it. And then last Friday say, no, I'm not on Friday. Do it on Wednesday. So people they likes different things, different timing, and it's kind of difficult to please everybody. So I guess as long as you do something during the week, I guess people will either be live or watch it on the rerun. But I mean, it's there. I get probably 1,500 views on every live when they're not doesn't have any particular subject. But when you have a subject, I can go to 2,000, 3,000 views, which is okay for a live video. People doesn't. I know the quantity of time that they see it. I mean, it's probably half an hour total. I don't think people will watch it for 3 hours straight. They can probably watch it on several days.
Here we go.
There's the rabbit. How do you know if it's a male or a female rabbit?
Well, Manny.
Is that the same? I mean,
Manny,
I don't know.
Just look. You just look down there. The same for humans.
Is a rabbit or a rabbita? It's
a rabbit. It's a male.
How do you say female rabbit is female rabbit, or does it have
female rabbit? Well, I prefer always to go for male because they're usually a bit more active. Female are a bit like they have stronger character and they're a bit more lazy. So I prefer to have a male. They're more funnier.
Oh, okay. So, but it's a rabbit. It just female or male rabbit. It doesn't change.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
How long have you been having that rabbit with you?
It's gonna be 3 years in May. So yeah, my little baby.
What can you expect from a rabbit? I mean, what is the life expectant for a rabbit? I mean,
it depends. I had rabbit all my life. I had one bunny that lived 10 years. So it really depends. And I had few rabbits that it was like 3-4 years. I guess it really depends. Usually for a dwarf bunny like this, it's 6 years. But it can go really up. It really depends of the bunny, to be honest.
What about you then? What about you're a pet lover or do you have any?
I haven't got any. I'd quite like to have a rabbit would be okay. A rabbit or a cat would be fine, but I'm just a bit put off because they take a lot of care and you know, if you go on holiday and stuff, it's difficult. So afraid not. How about you, Manny?
Yeah, well, you're like me. I don't find the time to have a pet around. They demand a lot of time. They are. I mean, you need to take care of them. Whatever, if it's a dog or a cat, I mean, they demand a lot of your time. So I rather don't do any damage to a pet. I wouldn't have the time to no.
Maybe I need one though. Maybe I should get one. We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, it might be.
It makes my day, to be honest. Like when I'm working, he's under my feet. You know, if I'm watching TV, he's next to me. He's always around me, like running around. Honestly, like, and he's doing his life, mine. You know, he's like my flat is his flat, so he's doing his life, and it's really lovely. Honestly, like it's a great company.
Okay, we were talking about 80s actresses on Saturday. Okay, you were talking about that?
We did sort of, we revisited a few best films of the 80s and stuff like that. So people don't mind a bit of that kind of stuff on the stream. I've bought in more fragrance stuff though, because I have to try and remember people do, and I'm sorry if we went off topic too much, but people want the fragrance stuff too, but you've got to mix it up when you're on there for 2 hours or whatever. So that's the key.
Well, what I find out is that people and there's a lot of people that have told me this, that live streams are to be more in touch with you. People love for you to show the comments. People likes to know you better. How are you on the everyday life? So I think they can wave a bit if you don't speak about fragrances on all, because when you start talking about fragrances and then about the chemical components and all that, you take the fun out of the fragrances. So people say, no, don't use this, don't use that for that long because you will get cancer. Or, I mean, a lot of things in life right now probably can give you cancer. I mean shampoos, body creams, whatever. I mean, they have a lot of chemical components. So people will like, I mean, on the live shows to speak about yourself or things about random things like we did today. So I don't think there's, I mean, you have to find the balance, but yeah, sometimes I talk about, okay, there's a question about fragrance. I mean, you just attack that question, but then if they ask you about like this, if you like tequila, well, what will you say? I mean,
tequila.
So I mean, there's a lot of, I mean, you have to find the balance.
Tequila.
I love tequila. I love tequila shot.
Shots. I mean, you were saying about the other day about a drink. It was called something that you were drinking the other day on the live show, on the live stream with Dan last Friday.
Desperado.
Desperado.
Yeah, Desperado.
Beer, with tequila.
What is that? What
beer
does it
with
have?
tequila in it. So it's a bit more, kind of a bit more lemony, and there's some tequila in the beer. I love that.
Okay, so
it's like a beer that's got a slight twist of tequila with this. It's got a kind of Mexican theme. It's obviously it can't be from Mexico because you've never heard of it. But
yeah,
I think that's
maybe that has another name. It's tequila with beer with tequila. Maybe it has a different name here, which I think so.
Don't know.
Yeah,
I can't stand tequila at all. I don't like it.
No?
Oh gosh.
No, it's because of bad memories of when I was a student, and then at the end of the night, somebody gave you like 3 in a plastic cup for £1, and you know I was sick, and you know it was
Do
So
you know
it's
what?
always
I
been.
had the same, but with gin. So.
Oh yeah.
Shot. Dan, I just got here.
Yeah.
Dan, I just got here into the stream. What happened the other day with Fat Boy Fragrance?
What happened?
No, you know what? Fat Boy Fragrance has. He's got a good channel. I've hopped on some of his streams actually, but yeah, nothing. I like sometimes I hop on Fat Boy's streams, and he has some really good ones on there. But yeah, we've had a couple of little minor dramas in the background, and
really?
but. This is why I'm not going to get too involved in too much drama anymore, and I probably won't go on other people's streams after my own. That's all I want to say. But no, nothing too bad. It was all fun. I like Fat Boy's Fragrance. Me and him get on very well. He's really a nice guy in the States.
Well, yeah. Maybe, yeah.
That's interesting.
Clemence is an angel.
Oh,
are you?
Thanks.
You're not gonna fly, right? I mean,
yeah, I'm saying I love tequila, and he's saying I'm an angel.
Yeah. Bad Bunny. Then, guys, I think it's time for me to leave you guys because I don't want to get you. I mean, it's during the week. I don't want to have you guys sleep late. I know that we've been here for 2 hours, and I really, really appreciate this time with you guys because I really love to chat. I mean, we can stay here for a couple of hours. I mean, I really value this time because we, like you were saying right now, I mean, we don't speak about fragrances only. We speak about different things in the world. We spoke about the Queen of England. We spoke about, I mean, things that people doesn't know and people understand because I've seen the comments. I mean, there's been like 40 to 50 people. I know it's during the week and my viewers, like you were saying, then maybe doing your show a little bit earlier. I know that my viewers are mostly Latin and here the time zones are like 2 to 3, 4 hours, 5 hours max of difference. So people probably in the central part of Mexico is like 4 or 5. It's like 6 o'clock probably, which probably people are working still. So that's why you don't get a lot of views. But I mean live views. But I'm pretty sure this stream will have a lot of rerun views. But we should do this again, definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'd love to.
We would love. Oh, I would love to for sure. And we can refine it. And it's obviously hard to find a time that's great for your viewers that we can still do. But maybe we can find a good, whatever's the good day and whatever. And we'll keep refining it. And I hope you can join on my stream again this weekend, one of the nights if you're around, Manny.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, I don't. I usually on Friday will probably be around an hour on into your show, but I definitely will connect. I will try to. I've been trying to do unless I get something urgent, last minute thing that I definitely won't be able. Like the other day, I was on the car and I lost the connection, but I still wanted to.
Yeah, but that's
be
still
here.
I don't mind if you're really pushed, and even if you pop in for 20 minutes in the car, it's still good, So that still counts. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I still have a plan to do a show with Clemence only, but I don't know. I mean, we might be doing it, the three of us. I mean, why we should? I mean, if we're up to,
you should do that too. I think absolutely yes.
No,
she deserves the center stage more often. I think.
What they were saying, the Bandido trio, or what were they saying? I mean,
I like that.
We should get a nickname there to the show.
Yeah, I love that. Shall we?
We should plan something, and then we can. I mean, when I started to do live shows, I was doing it with some other of the guys here in Mexico, and I was saying, well, why don't we put a name to the show and then bring it over to the channel the different channels, so that way everybody will get views, everybody get the monetization. It never happened. I mean, everyone said, "No, do it on your channel. Do it on your channel." We'll do it one time in my channel later, but never happened. So we might need to do a project that can probably be around your channel, Clemence channel, so everybody can get the views and monetization if there's any. So
yeah, that could be nice.
Yeah, so we need to plan. We need to plan it.
Yeah, once you get consistent with it, then it's hard to get everybody on the same page that they can do it most weeks and all that kind of thing. But yeah, I've found that my lives, the average view goes up and up, not fast, but gradually. So once more people know, oh, this is happening on that night or whatever, then you get more and more people waiting before you start. And I think if you keep consistent, we can get really good views, I think.
Yeah,
and if people can let us know in the comments or let you know what they want to see more of, like what's better, because do they want more fragrance, less fragrance, more
what do you want when the three of us are together? What do you like to see? What do you like us to talk about? I mean, not what do you like to see. I know what they like to see. Do you like reggaeton? I mean, it's not written the same way. I don't know if reggaeton is pronounced the same.
What is it? I don't know what it is.
It's a type of music, reggaeton, reggae.
Is it reggae?
Reggaeton. I don't know. It's a type of music that is taking the world by storm. There's a lot of new singers that. What time is where you are? I mean, it's a
quarter
Mexican.
to 1 in the morning.
It's closer to 1 in the morning. Yeah,
oh
it's
my
like
God.
You have like a 9-hour difference.
Tomorrow morning.
One last for Clemence. Clemence, I know one of your favorite fragrances houses is Eau de Parfum. I have only tried Piano Santal. Do you have any other recommendations that leans masculine?
Try Cuir Cora. It's a leather fragrance. It's actually a leather. There's a bit of vintage stuff in there, but it's quite an opulent one. It's nice on men. My dad wears this one. He loves it.
What's the name again?
Cuir Cora.
Whoops. Okay. I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it.
Leather. C-U-I-R, as in leather in French. And then what was the second word?
Cora. K-O-R-A.
Okay.
K-O-R-A. Queer. I'll say that again.
It's quite hard to say in any.
Cuir.
Queer.
Like a duck.
Like a duck. Quack. Okay. Well, you get the idea, Fernando.
I'm typing it in now.
Okay. I guess this is French. Is this French?
He's saying what time is it?
Oh, okay. How do you pronounce that? 12 hours stale. How do you say that? Pronounce that.
Quelle heure est-il?
Damn, it's too fast for me. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't learn French.
Moins quinze? No.
Yeah, that's really good.
No. Is that
well
correct?
Done.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that's
Qualar
nice.
estil.
Merci.
Oh.
No, I try to pronounce it too Latin. Okay, Clemence lives in, both are in England, but Clemence is French. Then Slick Rick or Dana Dane?
I honestly don't. What is that? I don't know what that means. I honestly don't know.
Okay.
What
What
like
is it?
pornographic
Slick Rick?
kind of stuff.
Is that,
isn't it?
yeah.
I don't think Slick Rick. Is it
Slick
wrestling?
Rick is
that
really like a porn
Is that an
name.
England porno?
I think it might be I honestly think it might be wrestling. I'm not
I
sure.
would like.
don't know.
I would like to you guys to talk a little bit of everything: music, beer, wine, gossip. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that is true, Manny. You have more views in the night your live stream when I was still in working hours. Yeah, but yeah, that's bonjour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tricky.
Queer, okay, that's the name. Queer Cora.
Exactly, Dan. Oh, Dan, look at you. Oh,
there's-
wow. I'm well
There's
impressed.
the name. That's the name, Fernando. Queer Cora. Oh yeah. Coméntales moi. What's that?
Comment allez-vous? It means how are you?
Okay. This Roy is asking Google Translator.
Well,
Yes.
and Google Translate is doing some typo.
Yeah, I got it, Clemens. I'm actually checking their website. Okay, the
great.
website. Thanks, Dan. I got it. Okay, is he Sting? Oh, are you Sting? No, you look like Sting is. Yeah, you look.
That's
like
pretty
Sting.
good.
Kind of.
Most
There's a vibe.
people mostly call me a lot worse, so that's good.
Okay.
I'm happy with that.
Lot
Slick-
worse. What do they call you?
RoboCop.
What?
Oh, the guy from Rogue.
There's some guy in RoboCop. I think because he's got no hair, I guess. Because he's like in a machine. Thanks. Yeah.
Slick Rick is a rapper. Okay, it's
That's
rap music.
ridiculous.
Rap
Sorry.
music.
You look
Slick
more
Rick
like
is a
James
rapper.
Bond.
Thanks.
Okay.
RoboCop's not bad, but yeah, that's one of them.
Well, guys, I'll let you go, guys. Thanks a lot for being here today, and I hope to see you on Friday, and
Thank
then
you,
we'll plan to do something. We'll try to plan on the time frame so we can probably get the views out of different locations. So
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the time with you guys, with you two guys.
Same here.
Definitely we'll do it again. And then to all the people that was here on the chat, thank you so much. And people will watch this on the rerun. Well, thank you so much.
And hit the like button, guys, if you didn't like it. But that helps you get more views, apparently, because we did a really good thing on my show because we were going to unbox this thing and people really wanted to see it. And so we said, we're not going to unbox it till we get 100 likes. And we suddenly got like 50 straight away. So it's fun. If you think of things like that, it apparently gets you more views. So hit the like if you didn't do it already.
Yeah, correct.
Well done.
Then we'll stand up and see if what he's wearing on the bottom if we get to 100 likes.
Exactly. Yeah, I would do that. Yep.
Well, thank you guys. We'll see each other soon. And to all of you viewers, thanks a lot. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to say
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye-bye.